we are rolling right now. You know the drill. Spoilers for The Mandalorian, for the newest episode, spoilers. I love how this episode opens up with Mando just playing with Grogu. He just loves the fact they can say his name and he'll respond to him. He's all like, "Oh, Grogu. Grogu." Then we get some heartfelt and heartbreaking dialogue from Mando where he tells Grogu he's gonna have to let him go eventually. The Jedi are gonna take good care of him, but you can tell by Mando's voice that he just doesn't want to do that. It's great in Star Wars how they can show people's emotions while they're literally wearing a fucking helmet. It's great. And then we get the title card and we get the name of the episode. It's Chapter 14, The Tragedy. The what now? So right off the bat, we knew we were in for some shit. They immediately get to this Jedi rock mountain thing. And I thought that they were going to drag this thing out. Like it would take 2 episodes to get there and then the finale would be at this rock. No, we get there right away. I love that the season's doing that. Season 1, they would drag some things out. This season, they haven't really dragged anything out. They had that passenger episode, which I still don't think was that bad. But that was the only thing they kind of dragged out. Everything is coming to a head. Now, I'm surprised by that. I'm glad that Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and all of them are deciding that that's a good idea because it's really making the show a lot better. Grogu's on the rock, and then, yes, he shows up. Didn't think we were going to see him to the finale or maybe even season 3, but he's here. Boba Fett is fucking back. Mando and Boba Fett don't have much time to talk. All Boba Fett tells him to do is lower his jetpack, which I thought was really weird. I'll get into that in a little bit. And then the stormtroopers show up and all hell breaks loose. I love how Boba Fett just starts mowing down stormtroopers with his gun and his staff. I think it's great. I think some casual fans would be like, what the fuck? He was bad in the original trilogy. Why is he killing all these stormtroopers? The original trilogy had no alliance to anyone. He was a bounty hunter. He would go to whoever was paying the highest. So I think it's great since the Empire's fallen. They have nothing to give Boba Fett. He just starts fucking killing all of them. Because the thing he wants back most is the armor. And those stormtroopers are getting in the way of that. Then Mando gets on top of the rock and then he goes back down. And this is where I'm going to bring up the jetpack thing. It seems like in this episode, there were times where the writers felt like they had to kind of force their way into Baby Yoda getting kidnapped. Because Mando puts his jetpack down, and when the stormtroopers show up, why doesn't he just pick it back up right away? It's not like he gave it to Boba Fett and he couldn't do it. He literally put it down in front of him. So why doesn't he just pick it back up when the stormtroopers show up? And why would he leave Grogu when he knows all these stormtroopers are here? Maybe because there's that big force field and he feels like no one could get to him. And he also had the high ground. I want to point that out. I don't know why you'd leave Grogu there. I get that there's that force field, and maybe Mando thought that would protect him. I don't get why he'd leave Grogu there. And then as they defeat the stormtroopers and we see the dark troopers appear, which was really fucking cool, by the way, I don't get why Mando didn't go get his jetpack then. It's like I said before, I feel like the writers had problems figuring out a way to where Baby Yoda would get kidnapped in this situation. I think I'm just nitpicking here, but it just was a little distracting. Especially the jetpack part. That part didn't really make any sense to me. Like, by the end of all that, did he still lose his jetpack? I hope he didn't. I don't want him to lose his jetpack. The jetpack was fucking sweet. But Grogu gets taken by the Dark Troopers, and now he's in the hands of Moff Gideon. And I love that scene at the end where Baby Yoda's just wiping stormtroopers. He's just choking them out, just throwing them against the wall. And during this scene, we hear a little bit of the Kylo Ren First Order theme from the sequel trilogy, which I thought was interesting. Then Moff Gideon pulls out the Darksaber, and that thing still means business. I love how he just flexes in front of Grogu's face like he understands what the fuck's going on. It might off-put some fans that Boba Fett now is going to be like a good guy. But like I said before, he really had no alliance to anyone. And it is a little strange that he's going to go help Mando out now. I get that he's in debt to him because he gave him back his armor. I get that, and he has a code. But it might be a little off-putting for fans. I understand what they're doing. I understand what they're saying. But from the original trilogy, it just seemed like Boba Fett was just so cold-hearted. Like, he didn't give a fuck. So I feel like he wouldn't give a fuck about Mando and Grogu. But hey, who knows? Being in the Sarlacc pit for a long time changes you as a character, probably. So who knows? And I get it. Mandalorians are all about their code or whatnot, and Boba Fett feels like he owes Mando because he gave him back his armor. I get it. I'm just comparing it to Boba Fett in the original trilogy. This could be a completely new character now. Like I said, he was in the Sarlacc pit for a while. He could have developed into something new. Not gonna lie, I got a big smile on my face when Boba Fett showed up in his armor and just started fucking up all the stormtroopers. Yes, it's fan service, but I think it's good fan service. I think it works here. I think it works really well in The Mandalorian. I think they did a good job with Boba Fett in this episode. I think it was really exciting to see him back. But I hope they develop him a little bit more. If this is really all we're going to get with Boba Fett, and I know we're not because he's teaming up with Mando now, I'd be disappointed. But I want to see a little bit more development with Boba Fett because, like I said, he seems like a different person from the original trilogy. Mando's going to break out Bill Burr. Hopefully he gets his big team together and then go save Grogu. I am loving the season Mandalorian. There's been one filler episode. The rest of the episodes have been very important to the overall plot. It's been interesting. It's been good Star Wars canon. Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, you're doing a great job. This season is amazing. I really love this episode. I'm excited for what's going to happen in the next two, and I have faith in you guys. So, Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 6, Chapter 14, The Tragedy. I nailed that. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Click here to see more of Dave's Takes.